You ever notice how one faded piece of plastic can make an entire car look 10 years older? I'm talking about that chalky gray trim around the windshield, the mirror bases, the bumper corners, the stuff that used to be deep black when the car was new. Most people think it's permanently damaged. Turns out that's not always true. And before you dump $30 into another instant trim restore from the auto parts aisle, there's something you should know. A lot of those products are designed to make the plastic look better fast, not necessarily last longer. Even professional detailers admit many shine products fade after a few washes because they sit on the surface instead of addressing oxidation underneath. So here's the real question. What's actually happening to the plastic? Modern exterior trim is usually made from petroleum-based polymers like polypropylene or ABS plastic. Over time, UV exposure breaks down the outer surface. According to materials research published through automotive polymer studies, sunlight causes oxidation that dries the surface and scatters light differently, which is why faded trim turns gray instead of black. What you're seeing isn't just dirt. It's damaged, oxidized material sitting on top of healthy plastic underneath. Now here's where things get interesting. Most trim products work like makeup. They darken the surface temporarily using silicone oils or dyes. That's why the trim looks amazing at first, then starts fading again after rain, heat, or a few car washes. Some higher-end ceramic coatings do last longer, but even those require proper prep and maintenance to perform correctly. So instead of covering the oxidation, what if you removed it first? Then conditioned the plastic afterward? That's the part almost nobody explains. Here's a budget-friendly method a lot of DIY detailers have been quietly using for years. Not magic, not permanent. But when done correctly, it can seriously improve faded trim for months at a time. First step, cleaning the oxidation layer. Grab a microfiber towel and a bottle of 70% isopropyl alcohol. Not 99%, not industrial degreaser, standard 70%. There's actually a reason detailers often prefer it for surface prep. The water content slows evaporation slightly, giving it more contact time to loosen grime and oxidation instead of flashing off instantly. You're gonna wipe the trim firmly and consistently, and yeah, your towel will probably turn gray. That's the dead oxidized residue lifting off the surface. Keep going until the towel stops pulling heavy residue. Now let the surface dry completely, usually about a minute. Second step, restoring some depth back into the plastic. You can use a dedicated water-based trim restorer if you want the safest long-term option. But if you're on a budget, a tiny amount of mineral oil can temporarily darken and condition faded trim surprisingly well. Keyword, tiny amount. A couple drops on a clean microfiber towel. Work it into the plastic evenly. Don't soak it. Don't leave greasy residue everywhere. Once the trim darkens, buff off all excess with the dry section of the towel. And immediately, the plastic usually looks dramatically richer and darker because dry, oxidized surfaces reflect light unevenly. Once conditioned, they absorb and reflect light more uniformly again. But let me be super clear here because this matters. This is not a miracle permanent restoration. Severely UV damaged plastic can still continue degrading over time. Mineral oil also attracts dust if overused, and it won't outperform professional ceramic coatings in durability. Anybody telling you a $1 fix permanently restores every car forever is overselling it. What this method can do is improve appearance cheaply, safely, and fast when done responsibly. And honestly, that's what makes this whole thing so fascinating. Because the car care industry thrives on complexity. Walk into any auto store in America, and you'll see shelves packed with nano-ceramic graphene-infused polymer restoration technology, with packaging that looks like it came out of a NASA lab. Some of those products are genuinely solid, others are mostly marketing. The reality is, good detailing usually comes down to 3 boring things nobody wants to hear: proper cleaning, proper prep, and UV protection over time. In fact, organizations like the Car Care Council regularly recommend keeping exterior surfaces clean and protected. That's it. By following these steps, you'll keep your car's exterior looking like it just rolled off the showroom floor for years to come. Specifically because UV exposure and contamination accelerate material breakdown. Even automotive OEM documentation talks about sun exposure damaging unprotected plastics over the years. So no, there's no secret conspiracy hiding in the shadows. But there absolutely is a massive market built around quick cosmetic fixes instead of long-term maintenance. And once you understand the science behind oxidation, you stop falling for every dramatic before and after ad online. Now here's the part most people mess up. Mistake number 1, using harsh solvents or acetone. That can permanently damage trim or discolor surrounding paint. Stick with safer surface cleaners. Mistake number 2, applying oil onto dirty plastic. If oxidation and grime are still sitting there, you're basically sealing in contamination. Mistake number 3, using way too much product. The goal is restoring the appearance of the material, not turning your trim into a greasy French fry. And there's one more thing most people never think about. UV protection after restoration matters more than the restoration itself. Parking in shade, using protectants with UV inhibitors, or even regular maintenance washes can dramatically slow future fading. That's the difference between a trim fix that lasts a few weeks and one that still looks solid months later. Now, if you're wondering whether expensive trim restorers are completely useless, not at all. Some professional-grade products absolutely outperform DIY methods in durability and resistance, especially ceramic-based coatings applied correctly after deep surface prep. The problem is when marketing convinces people every expensive bottle automatically equals permanent results. That's where people waste money. And honestly, this entire conversation is bigger than just plastic trim. It's about understanding what products actually do before throwing cash at advertising hype. Because once you understand the why, you stop buying based on fear and start buying based on chemistry and real-world performance. So next time you see faded trim on your car, don't assume it's hopeless. Sometimes the difference between dead plastic and factory black is just removing oxidation properly and conditioning the surface the right way. And trust me, once you see the towel turning gray for the first time, you'll realize how much of the problem was sitting on the surface all along. Because the craziest part? Most people never needed a miracle product in the first place.